Today, we're going to talk about how to get more premium priced coaching clients. See, here's one of the things that coaches do when they're first starting out getting coaching clients is they just basically sell whatever they can for whatever the price they can just to get some clients, right? And so what happens is you start out, you start getting some referrals and then word of mouth, and next thing you know, you're at 5,000-10,000 a month. You're like, well, I got this one-on-one thing, and I got this group thing, I got this course thing, and not really sure. And how do I get more people who will pay me what I'm worth? Okay. And that's the biggest problem coaches have is they need qualified clients who are actually worthy of spending money with you, who have the money, right? Because nobody likes to go and constantly be like, get on these enrollment calls and they're like, yeah, I got to think about it. It's too much money. I don't have that kind of money. Money's kind of tight, all that kind of stuff. No, people have money, and we just have to find the right people who have the money. So the first thing you need to realize is there is a massive market for premium price services. There's a segment for everybody. So I'm from Canada, but I live in Las Vegas. And if you come to Las Vegas and you go to the Strip, you will see that there is something for everybody, right? There is the Wynn, the Bellagio, and the Venetian. You know, there's a few other ones, the Aria and stuff like that, where you could spend 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus a night if you want on a really nice room, right? Also, at the other end of the Strip or across the freeway, you can go to the Rio, where you can get $30, $40 a night some nights if it's quiet there. Or you can go down to the end of the Strip on the north side and go to the Circus, 20, 30 bucks a night, all that kind of thing. So there's a market for everybody, but markets usually don't cross-pollinate. So very rarely do people who stay at the Wynn look across to the Rio and say, why didn't we stay at the Rio? It's like 30 bucks. We spent like 600 bucks tonight on this Strip view room and we could stay there for 30. This makes no sense, right? There's nobody does that. Or no, same as the other, nobody stays at like Circus and they're like, what? I heard the Wynn is 100 bucks off a night. Why are we paying 30 bucks a night here, 50 bucks or whatever it is, when we could be staying down at the Venetian? I hear we can get 200 off. It's only 600 a night. I mean, instead of 1,000 or 800, right? People don't say that. So what you've got to realize is there's a segment of buyers for your high ticket market. And the biggest problem coaches have is they try and wedge their current people into high ticket prices. So they'll say, like, normally you're charging $1,000 for your coaching or what have you. I'm just throwing that out there. And then all about it, you talk to some coach and they're just like, well, charge $5, they'll pay it. And then they don't, right? It's because we got to get the right buyers. So the first thing we need to do is understand you have a segment of buyers in your market who will pay you for your coaching services. We just have to get that group of people. The second thing we need to do is we have to have a proper mechanism or system to accelerate people to the highest possible level of wanting to work with you. Okay. Now, here's the problem. This is what coaches often do, and here's why this doesn't work. So coaches will go, I want to charge $5,000, and they will like run an ad. Okay, so they'll run a Facebook ad or something like that and drive people to their website to book a call. It's like simple enough. Here's a video of me, book a call below if you're interested. And the problem with that strategy is you got to have some more relationship capacity to get them to buy. Like if you think about it, so selling somebody something for 50 bucks is very impulsive. They can buy it off a website, click the button, buy it. They don't care. Selling a coaching package for $1,000, yeah, drive them to your website, book a call. It's $1,000, not that big of a deal. I mean, it's $1,000, but in light of everything, it's not huge, right? But if they're going to spend 3, 4, 5,000 or 2,500, we need to have a predetermined relationship with them that's already established, and they want to work with you. The problem with this is your relationship, you shouldn't have to take 2 months to build it and network and this and that. We have to collapse it within 48 hours. So we need a proper system to do that. And what I like to do is there's going to be there's going to be 2 parts to this. So the first part I'm going to tell you now, and the second part is the third step I'm going to tell you in a minute. But what I like to do is accelerate them through an automated webinar. Get them in a webinar, it's automated, gets a super high value, and then you can get them to book a call with you from that. What a lot of coaches are doing these days, which is really hard, is they're doing like a low ticket thing. They're getting people to buy like a $5 book or something like that. Here's the problem with that model. You have to actually be good at selling because you need a proper sales page, you need a proper system, you need all the technology. You got to get them to buy something for $5. Then you upsell them into something. Then you got to get them to book a call, and then you got to get a setter to set them on a call, to phone them and stuff like that. It's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work, but a lot of coaches do it because it sounds good. Wait until you're making a lot of money, then implement that low ticket strategy after that, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is the second thing is we gotta get them into a better relationship with you, accelerate that to 48 hours. So by the time they meet you online, till the time they talk to you within like 48 hours or 3 days or whatever, boom, they're ready to go, they're ready to buy, their credit card's hanging out, and they're like, let's do this. That's what you want. So number one, realize that you have to go into the right segment. You can't cross market into people who stay at the free, on Fremont Street type thing. You know what I mean? The $100, $50 hotels, and then think that you can automatically just convince those people to spend $700 a night and think they're getting a good deal. They just don't they don't cross over. So we need to get the right people. The second thing is we have to get those people to a accelerated relationship where they can't not work with you. Third thing, right before I tell you the third thing, what I need you to do, hit the subscribe button. That way, you're going to get all the updates of my upcoming videos that I have coming out. I have a ton of them coming out. I spent about $3 million in the past 2 years on Facebook ads alone, and we test a ton of stuff when it comes to getting coaching clients. And what I want you to do is just hit that subscribe button so that you can get the upcoming videos, because you don't know if one of the ones that's coming down the pipeline in production is the exact video you needed to help get your coaching business to the next level. All right. The third thing we need to do when you have your pricing structure is you need to properly set your call up. You need to remember something. People who spend the most to get out of pain, not to get into pleasure. Okay? And you can sell somebody into a $1,000 coaching program by promising them more awesomeness. It's like maybe you're a health coach. You're like, hey, it's going to help you get so much healthier. You're going to live till 100. It's going to be, oh my God, you're going to sleep better. Life's going to be amazing. They're like, okay, it's $1,000. Yeah, sure, let's do that. When somebody's giving you $3, $4, $5, $6, $10, $12,000, they're moving into your coaching program to get out of pain, not to increase pleasure. Ultimately, they will have more pleasure in their life if they get out of pain. But so you need to understand, the higher the price, people are investing to get out of a problem, not into an opportunity. So your call needs to be diagnosis, figure out what the problem is, what's not working, why it's not working. And you need to help them understand that, hey, the cost of you not working with me is like $50,000 versus the cost of working with me is like $5,000. And it doesn't have to be financial, okay? There's emotional, there's relational, there's spiritual, there's all these costs that people are paying. You just have to help them identify it and quantify it. Be like, this is the pain. Now, here's my investment. And the good news is this investment, 5, 10K, is a lot less than the pain that you're continuing to live in and the price you're continuing to pay. And again, financial costs might be even the lowest of them all. So make sure that you understand that when you're doing that, all right? Now, before you go, what I need you to do is one last thing. Click the link in the pinned post or in the first comment, and you can register for my upcoming webinar where I'm going to show you the 300-word Facebook ad that goes into your audience in Facebook and pulls out the perfect buyer. It's a 300-word ads template webinar, and I'm going to show you how to find the perfect buyer, how to find people who have money on Facebook, what's working right now, the biggest mistakes coaches are making, and how to start getting clients fast, starting on Facebook ads with a small budget so you can scale your coaching business, hopefully another 10, 20, 50 grand, whatever it is you're trying to do. So click that link right now, get registered for that webinar, and we will see you over there.